Teams in the AFC. It's a crowded AFC, man. I'm gonna get to the Derek Carr news in a second. He was former with the Raiders and now he's signed with the Saints today. But it's a crowded AFC. Man, you got the Bengals, Chiefs. Let's see what happens in Baltimore. Buffalo ain't going nowhere. The Dolphins, Chargers, Denver. I mean, that whole division will be good. Like, let's see what the Raiders do in the draft or Fred, whatever if they get Rodgers. I'm gonna get into the Aaron Rodgers news in a little bit too, where there's really no news. He came on a podcast this past week, and so I think that news will come down sometime this week, man. It's a lot going on right now in the NFL, man. It's a lot, and these deals about to start breaking in. They're about to start breaking in, man. I like the Derek Carr move to the Saints. I really feel that's a big move for them. Real good move in that weak division, the NFC South, with the Panthers, Tampa's in rebuild, Falcons. Yeah, they still a year or so away. They got to add some pieces. Panthers, they got to get a quarterback in this draft. They think Derek Carr to the Saints is great. Bring back Mike. They can get back Michael, get the Michael Thomas situation handle. See what he gonna do there. They got Kamara, Alave. They got the other receiver that came out nowhere last year. They got some guy. They always had a young good defense. I think the Saints gonna create some damage this year. I think they're a top five team in the NFC already. If they I think they're a top five team in the NFC. Because in the NFC, what you got? San Francisco, you got Philly, San Fran, Dallas, Minnesota. Rams are blowing it up. They already trying to trade Allen Robinson and Jalen Ramsey. I mean, Saints, they got to be a 15. And I always thought wherever Carr go, and it was coming down to the two NFC South teams, the Panthers and the Saints. Wherever he go, that's going they should win that division easily, and they're going to be a top five team in the NFC. Now it is early, so let me hold back on that. Let's see what the Panthers do and the rest of those teams do in free agency. But I think the Saints so far, you got to give them a heads up, man. That's good. That was a good big move for the Saints. Real big move for the Saints, man. Getting Carr. I mean, they probably gonna cut Jameis. He's been hurt, and I don't know that situation was crazy there. How they had Dalton starting last year, but I think Saints, man, way to start off their offseason. Free agency anyway. Way to go for the Saints. Way to go. The combine. So a lot of standouts in the combine, man. JSN, Jack Smith and Gigba put on a great show. The combine. Jordan Addison, my guy, who I hope my Patriots sign this year, put on a good show. Well, he didn't run that well, but I think he had a pretty good combine. It ain't much that you can show there. Pro days are coming up. Looked at a few mock drafts, man. I see a few mocks that see us getting JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Uh, he doesn't wow me. He does not wow me, but I wouldn't be mad with it, I guess. I mean, he fits us pretty well. Just doesn't wow me. I like Jordan Addison because I think, like I said in my previous show, with Jordan Addison, you can put him in a slot and you can line him up outside. I think you're gonna get more with Addison. With Jackson Smith and Gigman, I think he's a younger, more elusiver, I guess you could say faster Jacoby Myers. That's all. I think Jordan Addison puts us over the top. I really believe that. I mean, I think we're in the first round. If we can go wide receiver at 14, that's big. It'll be big, man. If I'm gonna pull up the draft, I'm gonna pull up some of the teams above us in a minute. In the draft, let's see. Like it's a bunch of teams ahead of us. That I mean, I see a couple teams that could go wide receiver, but you look at the first pick. I mean, you got the Bears. Let's talk right now. They might trade out that pick. So they probably not gonna do nothing. Houston, they probably let's just say they go quarterback, they go Bryce Young. Arizona probably go lineman or Will Anderson to Alabama. Colts, they need a quarterback. Denver, let's see what they no, Seattle. Seattle, they just re-signed Geno Smith. Another good deal for Seattle. Geno Smith played good this year. He played real good this year. He earned that contract. So they're not going to go quarterback there. Detroit's at 6. They're not going wide receiver or quarterback. The Raiders, they ain't going. They probably go quarterback. They're not gonna go receiver. Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans, Tennessee is the only team that's above us that I can see that probably go wide receiver. So if you're a Pats fan, if you want your team, you want us to go wide receiver, the Titans and the Texans probably the two teams that can beat you. Because the Titans, they're blowing it up. They're already cut Dupree. Now it's talk they're going to trade. They're going to look at a trade, do something with Derrick Henry. So they're blowing it up. They released a couple guys last week Taylor Lewan and Zach Cunningham. They're blowing up there in Tennessee. They're on the rebuild. They only have a quarterback. I know they're gonna stick around Tannehill, but they don't know what they're gonna do in the future. So at 14, we're sitting in a great spot. If we don't get our guy, and then you look at the tackles. I see a lot of mock drafts here got tackles. I can see one going to Arizona. I can see one going to Indy. I think Seattle had a pretty good draft last year at tackle. Detroit, they lines pretty good. Out the Raiders could go lineman. Atlanta, I think Carolina, they okay. Let's see what the Eagles do. Like, there's a lot of teams ahead of it. We're in a great spot at 14. And I think the top needs are offensive tackle, cornerback, wide receiver. And we're going to get a real good player at 14. If we stay there, Belichick and the guys, and they're known to trade back. But if we stay there, we're going to get a really, 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 really good player there. I'm hoping we can get Jackson Smith and Gigba and Addison. My preference is Addison. But we can get a wide receiver. All depend on what we do between next week. Depending on what we do in free agency. Let's just say in free agency, we go out and we trade for D-Hop. I'm going to get to that in a second. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get to it now. There's rumors out there that we're already in talks with the Cardinals on acquiring DeAndre Hopkins. Let's just say we get D-Hop. I'm not giving up my first round pick for him. Second round pick for DeAndre Hopkins. We give up that 46 pick for D-Hop. I still want us to get another wide receiver. I still want because we need youth. D-Hop he'll be 31 years old when the season starts. He turns 31 soon. So I still want us to go to get another wide receiver because we need it. If we can give up that 46 pick, send it to Arizona for D-Hop, stay at 14, draft JSN, you can put him in the slot, D-Hop outside, you still Thornton Bourne, you probably have to get rid of somebody because assuming we don't bring back Myers, which I'm going to get to in a minute, you got D-Hop, JSN, Taquan Thornton, Parker, Bourne. That's 5 receivers you got right there. Somebody's going to be the odd man out. You're not, and because all those 5 wide receivers can play. And they're going to want to play, so somebody going to be the odd man out. Kind of like last year, we had Aguilar, Parker, Bourne, Myers, and Thornton, and we kept all 5, but Taquan Thornton came late because he was hurt. That won't happen this year. I can see us getting rid of probably Devontae Parker because I don't like having Parker and DeAndre Hopkins on the same team, same field at the same time. You're too slow there. That's too much age. Parker's just turned 30, and Hop will be 31. I don't like that. So if we can come out next year, DeAndre Hopkins, that's you one. JSN, you get him at 14. Jackson Smith and Gigba at 14, or Jordan Addison. You got Taquan Thornton, see what he does in year 2. I think he'd be a really good player. Then you got Kendrick Bourne as your 4th receiver. So I think that's good. That's a really pretty damn good core. A really, really damn good core, and we can do that. Assuming let's just say we bring back Jacoby Myers, we still got draft a wide receiver. We still have to go wide receiver in the draft with that 14th pick. Because we know Jacoby Myers, he's Mr. Consistent, but he's not going to wow you. He's not going to take the top off the defense. He's not a number 1 wide receiver. I guess you could say he's a low 2. Myers would be good, and somebody's going to overpay him. There's rumored out there he probably want between 15 and 17 million. No way, we're not giving him that. Maybe I can see 12 million. By a 4-year deal, 12, I can see that. But there's no way we giving him 15. No, we ain't giving nowhere near that. That's not happening. So he's probably going to outprice and say he probably won't be back. My gut feeling is, because we don't really pay too many people, he won't be back. Damon Harris won't be back. I can see us bringing back Jones, make us Devin McCoy. That news should come out this week. To hope McCoy come back. I can see us bringing back Jones, maybe Peppers, Mac Wilson, something like that. But I don't think we're going to pay Myers what he's looking for. He's probably going to go somewhere like Chicago to Giants. Somebody going to give him some money. But I don't think it'll be us. And quite frankly, I don't want him back with us. I think it's time we need to get that guy. We need that dog on the outside. We need that number 1 guy. That guy that's going to command a double team. That guy that's going to have that say, hey, boom, you got it. Hey, who got him? Who got him? We don't have that yet. We don't have that guy. We got okay guys. And once we get that number 1, we going – Our Bourne, Thornton, everybody else, they're going to play off of that. Even it's going to open up so much. You're going to see it this year. Once we get that number 1 receiver, it's going to open up so much more for us. So much more. But we don't have that as we speak right now. We just don't. We do not have that number 1 receiver. And that's what we need. We need number 1 guy. So whether it's Hopkins, let's see what happened with Michael Thomas. Does he go back to the Saints now that they got their quarterback situation figured out? That's gonna be an interesting one. Keenan Allen, I want to stay away from that. Too injury prone in the age. Stay away from it. D Hop hasn't really been hurt, but he did have the PED suspension last year, so we'll see what happens there. I really don't want D Hop because of the age, but I mean he is a one. But if we get D Hop, that can't be the only move. I want us to get somebody else because I don't think line up with D Hop, Thornton, and I don't. That's not enough, man. We need more. We need one guy. Offensive tackle, I can see us going that corner. Another big need. We need another corner. So we can come out this draft, a good wide receiver, a corner, figure out the line. And it's a deep draft, so we don't have to reach for our guy. We don't got to reach for him right then. We do not have to reach. So it's a really good draft. Jameer Gills, Bill O'Brien coached him at Bama for a couple years, putting a real good show. I like what I've seen for him. Nice footwork at the combine. Robinson, but John Ross, I don't think we'd get him. I would go crazy. I know Dan Jeremiah said we should get him. I don't think that's going to happen. Christian Gonzalez had a really good combine. Rush from South Carolina, the cornerback, had a pretty good combine. Cam Smith, Julius Brandt had a pretty good combine. A lot of guys had a pretty good combine, man. And I cannot wait to see what we do in another month, a little over a month. We got about a month and a half before we'll find out what we do in this draft, man. It's going to be big. I really cannot wait. I know a lot of people right now. We're waiting on the Aaron Rodgers news to come out, which should be soon before free agency start this week or next week. I think any day now it's gonna come out. Me personally, as a Pats fan, I hope he does not go to the Jets. I want him to stay in Green Bay. And I think if he's smart, he stay in Green Bay. The division, I mean, the conference is weak. It's really not that good, really not that good of a conference. And I mean, that's where he should be at Green Bay. And I think as I was been said, I think he's gonna stay in Green Bay. I don't think he's gonna go nowhere, man. There's been a lot of big name media people, big name people on TV saying they think he's gonna leave and they're gonna part ways because the Packers are ready to go with Jordan Love, but I don't see it. I think he goes back. I hope he does anyway. I don't want to go to the Jets. I don't want to play Aaron Rodgers twice a year. I do not want. I don't want no problems. The division is already tough, so that's I don't want that to happen. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, but DeAndre Hop, we can get D Hop if we get him. It's a good move for him because the offense been pretty good so far, man. Offenses have been good. Zay Flowers, another name, had a pretty good combine, but yeah, the offense it's been big. It's been pretty good for it this year. Starting out after the season, lost to Buffalo. We signed hurry up and got Bill O'Brien. Then we got Klein, a couple more other positional coaches. Let's see what happens with Patricia. He got an interview with the Broncos, didn't get the job. Then I'm hearing that he might become the Eagles linebacker coach. So he might be leaving the Patriots. I know a lot of Pats fans are happy about that. But I'm not. I like Patricia. He's a pretty good defensive guy. Because when he was our defensive coordinator, defense is pretty good. Pretty solid defense. So that's what I'm asking Pats. So what y'all think, man? What y'all think, man? This free agency it's already getting crazy with Geno Smith new, Derek Carr, everybody waiting around on pins and needles for see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. But it's about to get crazy, man. It's about to get crazy. You got these NBA playoffs, March Madness, NFL free agency, draft talk. It is about to get crazy in the NFL. These deals about to be coming out of nowhere, man. Robbie Anderson got released from the Cardinals today. He's been a fan favorite. He's been a favorite of Bill Belichick's the last few years. I think Belichick kind of likes Robbie Anderson. He likes a lot of guys, but I know because he's Nelson Aguilar 2.0. You're basically it's another Nelson Aguilar. It's about the same. He drops passes, goes missing. He does have the straight line speed. He can get. He has a couple of plays here and there, but does he really move the needle? Not for me. If we get him, I like it as a depth piece, but he can't be that can't be your only option. No, man, he's just Nelson Aguilar 2.0, basically. That's all he really is. I don't think he's no better, no worse. Nelson Aguilar 2.0. So we'll see what happens there, man. I'm just ready to get this free agency underway, man. Like I said to start my show, I don't think we're going to be as active as the 2021 season, but I don't think we'll be as quiet as we was last year. Because you look at last year, what did we sign? I think we signed Terrence Week, not Terrence Week, but the corner. We signed the corner out of the Texans. Signed him. We made a couple, Jabril Peppers, Mac Wilson, but we didn't make no spot. I think this year we're gonna do a little bit. I think hey, we might make a trade, man. I want my Jerry Judy from the Broncos. Come on to New England, play with Matt. Yeah, be a great deal, man. Cause now you see all these these receivers come out the draft. They hooking up with the old buds from college. Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. Like that's the thing right now. Hooking up these the buddies together. That's the thing. So we can do that. That would be huge. That would be huge. So hook Judy up with Mac. But I know I will be on this week breaking all the news on next week too. A lot of Frenchie shows coming up. We are the combine's pretty much over, so I don't recap that. But a lot of Frenchie shows that'll be coming up. Draft talk. I will be doing a mock draft with a buddy of mine. I have him on in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, got to get in contact with him. But yeah, man, the off season is in full force now. League year starts next week, so get your popcorn ready, man, because it's gonna be a frenzy. I know I'm gonna be tuning in to everything starting Sunday on NFL Network. So it's gonna be a frenzy, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. These deals gonna be coming out of nowhere, man. I just can't wait. I think it's gonna be a few surprises too. I think we in store for a few freaking surprises, man. Some surprise cuts. Frank Clark got cut by the Chiefs today. Surprising. They might not. And Orlando Brown, they're gonna let him test the free agency market. That's surprising. So there's a tackle for you, hint, Patriots, if you want one. Mike McGlinchey, he's out there. I think who else? There's a lot of good names that are in this free agency class. The Giants they're working on a deal with Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley's out there, Bradbury. It's a lot of Juju. I mean, I don't want Juju with the Patriots. It's a lot of guys out there. Baker Mayfield, he might go back to the rounds. Edmonds from Buffalo, Poyer. No, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I can't wait to see what happens, man. I can't wait, man. Passion. This is the NFL's the season. It's good. Everybody loves football, but the off season is where it really begins. The off season gets you prepped for the regular season because you don't know what's going on in the regular season. You don't pay attention to the off season. A lot of times I say like the off season is more hype than the regular season because it's just as much going on. Like the news, like it's crazy. So one more thing before I get out, Lamar Jackson. I don't know what's gonna happen there. I think Lamar's the deadline for them to place the tag on him or something like that. So I think they're probably going to put a tag on him. And I heard it's going to be like they might put the franchise tag or the non-exclusive tag. The non-exclusive tag means that he can like talk to other teams. So we're going to find out something tomorrow on the Lamar Jackson deal. That situation, they're getting messy. That's a crazy Baltimore better know what they're doing, man. Because in the combine, Anthony Richardson, he remodels the game after Cam Newton and Lamar Jackson. He looked real good. And maybe they got that in their back pocket to back up, like, hey, we lose Lamar, let Lamar go. We're gonna go get Anthony Richardson. He looked good in the combine. His stock soared. They're talking about he might be a top 5, top 10 pick, definitely first round pick. So let's see what happens there, man. But Lamar, they're in unwanted territory. I mean, the Ravens, they're in unwarranted territory right now. I'm telling you. I hope they know what they're doing because yeah, it's a messy situation there. It's a messy situation in Baltimore, man. I do like Anthony. I like what I've seen from Anthony Richardson though. Look real good. Look real good. So let's see what happens there, man. Like I always say, man, I just want to come here and talk a little bit. They the shows. And then I'm gonna come back on probably. I might come back on tomorrow or Wednesday, or maybe even I'll definitely be back on this week. Try to get in about 2 shows a week and start wrapping up. Also, if you're not, make sure you go follow the IG Cans Pats Talk on Instagram. Again, that's Cans Pats Talk. I'll be posting some of my news, some of my snippets from the shows, and also on the YouTube. Make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let's run these subscribers up. We are few. What do we like? We in March, so we got some time. But by the time August, September get here, I want to start hosting watch parties on Sundays for the game. That's my goal right there. I want to get a bunch of subscribers so we can start doing some watch parties out here, man. That's the goal right there. So I'm gonna be doing some giveaways a lot. All that good stuff's coming this summer. Giveaways, special guests, all that stuff, man. But I want to come here and briefly talk about the combine, free agency update, Jacoby Myers and stuff like that, latest Patriots updates. And that's all. I just want to come on and chop it up with y'all, man. I know a lot of y'all probably at work, so make sure when y'all get on, you like, you share, and you subscribe, and just share it out, man. Get it to as many Pats Nation fans as you can. Please do that. Get to as many Pats Nation fans as you can. That's the goal right there. But yeah, I cannot wait. I love free agency. March and April is the two as a sports football fan, two best months beyond the season. Because after April, after the draft, it's kind of dead for a couple months until about the preseason start. But oh yeah, and I might be at the draft this year. Might. So stay tuned on that. Might do some lives out there. But March and April are some of the best months. I mean, as a fan, as a football fan, because you get to draft all these nice fancy trades and signings and stuff like that. Best month right there. By far the best month. Oh yeah, Devin McCourty. I think he did say last week, I think it was last week, might have been a week before that, he gonna make a decision or something sometime the week before free agency. That would be this week. So I don't know. Slater came back a couple weeks ago. I think McCoy is gonna come back. Even if he does come back, we need to be thinking about a replacement for him. A young, it don't got to be the first, second round. It's a good safety and corner class, good DB class. But we do need to be thinking about a replacement for him. We got to be doing that, man. We never got too many safeties. And they get younger back there. With if McCoy's gone, we got Duggar, Phillips. Let's see what we do with Peppers. I want to see what we do got from Bledsoe. But we have to got to figure out something there. Like I said, even if he does come back, we got to draft somebody in the draft. Man, I like Brian Branch out of Alabama. Belichick loves his Alabama guys, so that'd be a great fit for us too. He kind of reminds me of Duggar. Reminds me a lot of Cal Duggar, man. So let's see what we can do there. I would love to have him there. I would love to have him. But that's gonna be it for tonight, man. I'm gonna be on all week. A couple more shows lined up all week, man. Like I always say, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all joining me for the ones later on night. I'm gonna say it one more time. Make sure you like, you share, and subscribe, man. I appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all have a good night, man. All right, Pat Station, let's get it.